So good morning, everyone. So I'm Anthony Poulet, and I am here to present you my project that I did during my internship at the laboratory Ubercuria. So I will start with a bit of context. So the study was to employ a social sensor for the functionalization of extensive and complex surfaces. And the concept was to use a UV photosensitive TiO2 SiO2 solution as a sol-gel-based waveguide. To describe briefly the process, the sol-gel process, it is a synthesis of glass-like materials through hydrolysis and condensation reactions. Metal alkoxide precursors such as titanium and silicon with those reactions became inorganic and metal oxide matrix. So at first I had a solution that is quite liquid, a bit viscous, that I deposit on a substrate. And with time it will age and solidify more and more. And to accelerate this phenomenon, I use UV treatment, and at the end I obtained something solid. So I talk about the UV treatment. It was a very important part of the internship. As we can see, a non-suitable treatment can lead to cracks, and the light guidance would be affected. And on the right, with a suitable treatment, we observe no cracks, and so it's a good sample where it might be interesting to study light guidance. So the objective was to fabricate a guiding structure by depositing a sol-gel solution onto a substrate using the LabHC script writing technique and to connect it to an optical fiber. The technique was to deposit the solution with the use of a 4-axis robot and a hollow core optical fiber. So here you have some schemes that describe the configuration, and as we can see, the goal is to obtain a thickness of 125 micrometer. To do that, I used this setup with the 4-axis robot, the translation stage with the substrate on top of it and the camera. And I put the solution into the container, and with the pressure that I apply, the solution will come out through the hollow core optical fiber. And with a program, I can control the distance, yes, the speed and the acceleration of the translation stage. So as I said, the objective is to reach a thickness of 125 micrometer. To do that, I could play with the pressure, the speed, and the acceleration with those ranges. And to characterize the waveguides, I used the profilometer and the optical microscope. So here you have some graph with fundamental results. And by looking at them, we can say that with a high pressure, a low speed, and a low acceleration, we can reach the highest possible thickness. And with those parameters, we reach a thickness of 72 micrometer. So 72 is not enough. And so we needed at this time a second passage. So I tried to deposit those waveguides with a double passage on the beginning. That is important for the connection. And after that, I could deposit it next to a fiber and to establish a connection with them and test the direct light injection. To do that, I use this configuration where I taped and glued the fiber onto the substrate. And it's difficult to see, but you have the connection with the fiber and the waveguide. And after, it's the deposited waveguide. So at first, I tried with a single passage waveguide, and we can observe a lot of losses at the connection, and it is the result of a waveguide with insufficient thickness. And on the right, you have the result with the new technique, where there is fewer light losses at the connection, and the light spot at the output. So those are promising observations. And at the end, I wanted to see the light distribution at the output. And with the image, we can clearly see that the light is correctly propagated within this structure, and that the connection was a success. So to finish, I will let you know about the perspectives of my works. So perhaps we could have done the deposition under controlled atmosphere, such as a clean room. If we could apply a lower speed and acceleration and a higher pressure, we could have obtained higher thicknesses. And it's always good for the connection. With the control of the viscosity, we could have improved the deposition by selecting the best solution to deposit. And we could try the direct injection of UV light into the waveguide during the deposition. Like that, it will polymerize directly during the deposition and facilitate the connection with the fiber. So thank you for your attention.